All right, guys, guess what? Yep, you can definitely get your house stolen right from underneath you without you knowing. In this video here, we're gonna learn exactly how this guy got his house stolen, completely deeded over, and you know what? He had to find out the hard way. So let's get into the video. I'm gonna educate you guys on this industry, on how you can get your house stolen, and some of the little things that you can do to kind of prevent that. Okay, let's get into it.
Could a thief steal your house? That might sound ridiculous, but crooks are using a sophisticated deed fraud scheme that makes it possible.
8 on your side, consumer investigator Shannon Bacon has a warning tonight for all homeowners.
If you've ever bought a house, you know it's a lengthy process filled with lots of paperwork and agencies that double-check everything. So you may be surprised at how easy it is for a thief to steal your house without ever showing their face.
To be the dining room and taking these sliding doors out and make it in the French door.
It took John Witt Jenkins a long time to get this home. He bought the land in Dunedin in 1998 for just $15,000. Then, in 2003, he started building the two-story house, brick by brick, taking him 3 years.
I built this house for under $100,000 with, you know, the sweat equity that I put into this.
Like a lot of us, from time to time.
So let me go ahead and give you a heads up now. And the reason why this scam worked specifically for his house is that he just bought the land and he built the house himself. So basically he paid for the materials and he did the sweat and tears of going out there and building this house himself. So this house did not have a mortgage on it technically. So that's a red flag when it comes to scammers and people who know how to look up records of properties. If they know how to look up a record of property, which we do it every single day when it comes to being a real estate investor, then we know whether or not that house is free and clear or not. And because his house showed up free and clear, really opened up the floodgates to what's about to happen to him.
He checks the value of his investment. When he checked Zillow in 2019, he couldn't believe what he saw.
I'm like, why is Zillow saying my house is recently sold? And for $160,000 when the market value is like, you know, $350 at the time and stuff.
And just know, for Zillow, if you go on Zillow, Redfin, whatever the case may be, once a house is sold, you can go look at the recent history activity of the house. It's going to show whether or not the house been recent sold or listed with an agent. Now, why did he check the listing? Which is kind of weird, you know. If he wasn't selling his house, why would you even be on Zillow? But that's either here or there.
I'm panicking.
That panic turned to fear when he went to the county property appraiser's office and discovered this deed had been filed with his forged signature, showing he sold the house.
And I said, let's look at some camera footage when this person tried to record this deed. And it was like it was done online. I'm like, you just allow anybody just to send documents and you just go with it with any type of authenticity, any type of, you know, verification like that? Yeah, that's just what we do.
So you learned that day.
Yes, that's the way it is in today's time. You can get any documents attached to any property just by submitting those documents over. Hey guys, I hate to tell you, the days are long gone for title companies to be running over there to the courthouse and pretty much physically giving them papers or even faxing over papers. Everything done on a digital scale now. Everything is digital done. You can do it online. You don't have to talk to nobody. Just pay for the filing fee and it get filed against that property. Kind of scary.
That just filing that document is all someone needs to do to take your house.
That's it.
The deed looks legit, but according to the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, it's fake. And the notary stamp that made this official, you guessed it, it's fake too.
They just gave him my house on probably 2 hours worth of work of electronically transmitting those documents.
Wow, and your house that you built.
Now, I really don't like that way he said they just gave him his house. No, it's just the system that's set up here today. It's the system that's set up here today when it comes to filing documents. Unfortunately, you know, it's kind of sticky, and I think the system should be better, but they didn't do anything wrong. It's just that we had some criminal out there doing some wrong things where we got to step in front of these criminals and get them before something like this happens.
With my hands, for 3 years, nights and weekends is when I worked on this house.
It took Jenkins 2 months to get his house back. 4 years later, Plant City real estate broker Michael Bogstead was arrested and charged with scheme to defraud. Pinellas County detectives allege he stole at least 6 houses, including Jenkins's house. Bogstead, detectives say, created fraudulent deeds and fictitious mortgage documents and then transferred ownership to various entities so he could either take out a mortgage or sell to an unsuspecting buyer. Bogstead pleaded not guilty, and his attorney tells me he has no comment.
If you're completely unaware, it can happen.
In Jenkins's case, Jenny Restrepo of Synergy Title Partners tells me her office caught and turned over several suspicious Michael Bogstead transactions to law enforcement, including Jenkins's home, which she tells me Bogstead tried to sell.
His response was, well, don't worry about it. No one's going to come looking for these anyway.
Restrepo tells me she is happy to see an arrest, but that hasn't slowed down deed fraud.
Of course you think, well, I live in my house, no one can steal it from me. I have a mortgage on my home, so that's my protection level. And it's not.
So what can you do to protect yourself? The key is to find out right away if someone filed fraudulent paperwork concerning your house, and to help homeowners fight back, some Bay Area counties have now launched alerts that you can sign up for. If something is filed about your house, you will be notified right away, and then you can alert the county and law enforcement.
Wow, I feel this guy's pain because I check Zillow from time to time. I think a lot of people do, and to think that somebody could just take it, and it can happen when you're in your house. Now, he thinks he knows maybe why this could have been his problem, someone targeted him, but I mean, you're at home, it could happen.
It can happen, and he does have some suspicions. This can happen to anyone, even if you are living in your home or you have a tenant in the house. I've seen this happen in homes at various price points. In this case, Jenkins tells me that he thinks that his home appeared vacant because he's traveling a lot for work at that time. The Pinellas County Sheriff's Office tells me that they believe Bogstead targeted homes going to auction that appeared to be abandoned or were owned by parties that could not afford to pay the taxes.
Wow, I think a lot of people right now doing Zillow, Realtor.com, so how's my house? Make sure I own it. Thank you, Shannon. Some great advice, some good tips. Be aware. And if you have a problem that needs solving, you better call Bankin. The telephone number 1-855-BANKIN or...
Wow. Let me enlighten you guys on something on how someone can definitely do this to you. Just know this, guys. Every house that has a mortgage on it has a lien on the house. You know what I mean? Even though it has a lien on the house, you can deed that house over to anyone. You can deed it over to your family member, your sister, your brother, your kids, whoever. But that mortgage still stays in your name, and we kind of call this thing subject to. It's another form of way of real estate that we buy properties out there, which is sub to, where we take over mortgages, but the name stays inside the seller's name, but the house is deeded over to us. So it happens every single day. So for that reason, yes, if you get it's rare if you get someone who pits out your house, which is a scammer, an unethical person, that yes, they can go out there and get a false deed to your property, forge your signature and deed it over and try to do some crazy manipulative type game, whether they try to wholesale your property off to someone across seas somewhere who's not going to come to the house, but they're just going to buy the house online, or they're going to wholesale it to some investor somewhere where, again, a person not going to come to the house and see who's there and try to wholesale it and sell it to them. There's a lot of those scammer people out there, so it's possible it can be done. Like, again, can you protect yourself? Yeah, you can set these alerts up where they'll get alerted if something gets filed directly to your house. You'll get like a text message, you'll get an email, you'll get these types of things that will alert you. But overall, when it comes to something like this, are you 100% protected? The answer is no. Because as long as people can file these things online, it just crosses the finger that it doesn't happen to you. So hey, protect you guys self, and don't forget, if any of you guys out there wanted to learn anything about real estate wholesaling, Links inside the description. Let's do deals.